Hi friends, this is Kristen from the Pros and Cons team, and today I'm really excited to talk to you about the pros and cons of being an introvert. So I would consider myself an introvert that tries to be an extrovert because I feel like that's a way to help people. So I will go into more detail of the pros and cons of that. So the pros of being an introvert is you are less likely to host any big parties or events, and therefore you save yourself some money. Another great thing is it's really a lot easier for a introvert to focus on their studies and things that are alone, whereas an extrovert will make more time for social activities outside that it may be a little bit harder for them to do their homework or stuff like that. Another thing is I noticed when I was an intern, um, there was a lot of people that really struggled getting things done because they would talk to each other. And this sounds bad, but I really I talked to some people, but I was more into getting what I needed to done because like I don't need that. I don't thrive off of it as much as other people do. I do get some like I I need it, but I don't need a ton of it. So that is something that is really great about being an introvert. Another thing that's really good about being an introvert is you have time to do more of your personal projects, to do stuff because you're not really looking to go outside the house and go socialize. So you have way more time to do those independent projects that you are wanting to work on. Okay, moving on to some of the cons. I really feel like in order to help people, you need to be able to be an extrovert in some ways. Um, well, you can be an introvert, but you have to try to tend toward extrovert because that's just how it works. Because people need help, and a lot of times people need help with you reaching out and things like that. And so that is something that it's hard for an introvert, and I have really struggled with is being like, you know what, this is really important, even though sometimes to me it is draining and not as helpful. Um, it is really good to help other people. So that is something that an introvert will struggle with. Another thing that is hard with an introvert that some people may struggle with is they will have usually less friends. I feel like they get really close to the friends they do have, but they don't really try and find a ton of new close friends just because they are satisfied usually with the amount of social events and people that are going on around them. Another really hard con of introverts is it can just be awkward. Sometimes I find myself in a social setting and I am so uncomfortable and just so overwhelmed and so drained, and I just want to hide in a corner and go home and sleep in my bed. So that is something that can be really hard as an introvert, is being like, okay, I can go to a party and I just need to go socialize with people. Another thing that's hard with an introvert is if people throw you a party. I struggled with this growing up. I loved my sister's birthday parties because I would invite one or two friends and we would just go talk and chat and hang out, and it was great. And I hated when it was my birthday party because I would feel like I needed to invite a lot of people, and I'd always feel overwhelmed and stressed and drained. I just hated it. My favorite part of those birthday parties were the times when me and one of my best friends would stay up really, really late and just talk, and just be really open with each other, and it was just us. I'm really, really bad with big groups, so that is something else that is really hard about being an introvert. Well, I hope you found these pros and cons helpful. If you have any additional pros and cons that you would like to add to this list, please leave them in the comment below, and you can check out more pros and cons on our blog linked in the description. I hope you have a great day. Bye.